And this is an article, and it was sent to me by Philip, and this happened. It said, man critical after being shot during robbery. A Nashville man remained in intensive care last night after being shot during a robbery early yesterday. Philip Lamont Swinger, 19, of 1808 10th Avenue North, was shot in the neck by one of three people who robbed him outside Fountain Square Cinema. Metro Homicide Detective E.J. Bernard reported. Witnesses said the victim had been flashing money in the Oasis Club, then parked in the lot in front of the theater, said Homicide Detective Clifford Mann. Swinger got out of his car and was making a call on the cellular phone when the suspects came up and demanded his jewelry and money, Mann said. The subject took his money, necklace, ring, and cellular phone. The suspects fled on foot in the direction of Dodge City. Dodge City is a nickname for the Cumberland View housing development. Police had not made any arrests last night. Swinger was in critical condition at Vanderbilt University Medical Intensive Care. So I was about 17 when that happened, and he had his state championship ring on, and it got taken. And I'm dealing with my friend, Michael Kaplan. We're talking about some life, and he calls me one day and he says, he's talking about Swinger's ring, and he decides that he wants Swinger to have a ring again. We're talking about getting together. And I wanted to say, we went and got Kaplan, asked me the questions. I tricked him and checked his finger size for something. He didn't know this was coming. But this guy bought him a state championship ring, identical, I hope, to what he had. And I want to say this too, because he was an awesome wrestler and always treated me good, but he definitely wasn't the best teammate at times. But one of his teammates chose to say, I want this guy to have this. He was a good dude. And we want to get his state championship ring back on his finger. This guy's turned over. We all make mistakes. He lived a fast life for a while, went through some tragedy, decided to turn his life over to God. Texts me every night along with about 70 other people, words of encouragement. 2 years ago, we was talking about helping people and what we could do for our families and other people. He left and went out of town, had a stroke out of town. When he came back, had a stroke on the customer's porch. Fought through it, had another one, still standing, still moving, still kicking. And here it is, this class of these guys that got on this mat right here. And the last thing I personally want to say is, I was always pretty decent at wrestling. And I won a lot more than I ever lost. So it was pretty easy for me to get on the mat. I remember when I first got Joe to come out with me. And I seen Michael come out. And you got these guys, Steve Hansel, look at the shape he's in now. More fit than he was when he was a kid. And I seen these men grow up into be these men, and I'm saying, I thought that the guys that were good were the best ones, but it's the ones that aren't that good. They still got the courage to keep going, keep fighting. How much grit must you have to keep wrestling knowing you might not win, but you still get on the mat? And this sport builds a lot of heart and champions and character, and I just want to encourage you guys to stay at it. Look at this group of guys still getting back together. It's a bunch of my brothers, and 3 of us still work together to this day. I love them. And I just wanted to say, hey, stick with it. Try to make some commitment. Stay committed to that mat. Learn, grow, try, take pride. We did, and look what we're back doing now. Come to check you guys out, but I got to thank Michael for trying to bring us all back together. And I thank all of y'all for coming out tonight, because I know everybody's got families and grown and life. And we're going to tell a lot of jokes tonight. We're going to laugh. We're gonna talk about getting pinned. We're gonna talk about pinning. We're gonna eat, and we're gonna watch this Hillwood. This alumni gonna watch y'all, and y'all whoop up on Dickson County.
I'm so scared they didn't even show up, right? Speak of the devil.